Good day, everyone. So, my task is to report about rule number 10 of the fire safety measures, Division 2 General Requirements. So, for letter A, every building structure, new or old, designed for human occupancy, shall be provided with exits sufficient to permit the fast and safe escape of 44 occupants in case of fire or other emergency. So the design of exits and other fire safety construction shall be such that reliance for safety to life in case of fire or other emergency will not depend solely on any single fire safety construction. In addition, safeguards shall be provided for life safety in case any single safeguard is ineffective due to some human or mechanical failure. Letter B. Every building or structure shall be designed, constructed, equipped, maintained, and operated to avoid danger to the lives and ensure safety of its occupants from fire, smoke, vapor, and fumes during the period of escape from the building or structure. Letter C. Every building or structure shall be provided with exits of kind, number, location, and other capacity appropriate to the individual building or structure, with due regard to the character of the occupancy, the number of persons exposed, the fire protection available, and the height and type of construction of the building or structure, to afford all occupants convenient facilities for escape. Letter D. Every exit of buildings or structures shall be arranged and maintained to provide free and unobstructed egress from all parts thereof at all times. No lack of or fastening device that would prevent escape from the instant of any building shall be installed except in mental, penal, or correctional institution where personnel are continually on duty and effective provisions are made to evacuate occupants in case of fire or other emergencies. Letter E. Every exit shall be clearly visible. The route to the exit shall be conspicuously marked in such a manner that every occupant of a building or structure will readily know the direction of escape. So each route of escape and each entirely shall be so arranged or marked that the way to place of safety outside is unmistakable. So any doorway not constituting an exit shall be marked to minimize its possible confusion as an exit. Likewise, passage constituting a way to reach an exit shall be marked to minimize confusion. F. All means of ingress shall be provided with adequate and reliable illumination. G. Fire alarm system or devices shall be provided in every building or structure of such size, arrangement, or occupancy to provide adequate warning to occupants. H. Every building or structure section or area thereof of such size, occupancy, and arrangement such that the reasonable safety of a number of occupants may be endangered by the blocking of any single means of egress due to fire or smoke, shall have at least two means of egress remote from each other so arranged as to minimize any possibility. 45. That the both may be blocked by any one fire or other emergency conditions. I. Every vertical way of exit and other vertical openings between floors of a building shall be suitable, enclosed, or protected to afford reasonable safety of occupants while using exits, and to prevent spread of fire, smoke, or fumes through vertical openings from floor to floor before occupants have entered exits. So for J, for the required fire safety programs or measures. So you have number one, in addition to the requirements, lessors or occupants of buildings, structures, or facilities shall observe all pertinent fire safety measures. Number two, all occupants or lessors of buildings, structures, or facilities shall organize themselves and develop and implement fire safety programs to include, among others, so fire prevention and the premises notification of the BFP on the existence of a fire, evacuation of persons, and initial firefighting. So the building owner shall take the initiative of formulating the fire safety program for his building and of organizing the occupants to implement the programs. Number three, in buildings leased and used by one or several companies or persons, the management of each company or each person shall be responsible for fire safety measures within the leased or occupied areas. So the building owner shall be responsible for the common areas in buildings, such as the means of egress, utilities, and building services, equipment, or system. And last one for number four, in building structures or facilities such as condominium and the like where some units of the building are not yet sold, the provision of paragraph J subpara 3 above shall apply. When all condominium units have been sold, responsibility for fire safety measures in the common area such as the means of egress, utilities, building equipment, or system and the building as a whole shall be devolved jointly upon all individual unit owners or occupants. So K, compliance with this chapter shall not be construed as eliminating or reducing the necessity from complying with the other provisions for safety of persons using a structure under normal occupancy conditions. Also, no provision of the Fire Code of the Philippines and this IRR shall be construed as requiring or permitting any condition that might be hazardous under normal occupancy conditions. So, for L, construction and repair operations. Number one, so new construction. So letter A, no building or structure under construction shall be occupied in 46 whole or in part until all required means of degree required for the part to be occupied are completed, inspected, and approved for occupancy. Letter B. Adequate escape facilities shall be maintained at all times in buildings under construction for the use of construction workers. So this facility shall consist of doors, walkways, stairs, ramps, fire escapes, or other arrangement in accordance with the general guidelines of the Fire Code of the Philippines and this IRR insofar as they can reasonably be applied to building under construction. For repairs or alterations, so existing buildings may be occupied during repairs or alterations, provided that all existing fire protection system or devices are continuously maintained, or other measures are taken to provide equivalent safety. So, flammable or explosive substances or equipment necessary for the repair or alteration of a building or structure may be introduced therein while it is occupied, only if conditions of use and the safeguards therefore provided will not create any additional danger or impair the use of the means of egress. So that's all. Thank you.